All right, now that it's running, I don't know what's wrong with it. I hit it with freeze spray a couple times, and now it seems to be working every single time. So it sort of fits a pattern that I've seen online, which is if you reflow the part, it fixes it for a while. And I think it's just thermal stressing. I think it's just moving some things inside. I don't think it actually has to do with soldering, the solder being the problem. It's just the thermal expansion inside the part going funny. Maybe the bond wire or something. Anyway, it seems to be working every single time I turn it on now. So anyway, I figured I'd calibrate it. So if you go into utility and you do, we can see the errors here. So this is 0 errors. So if we go into utility and you go into instrument adjustments and you say oscillator adjustment, there's a coarse and a fine, and that sets the 1 gigahertz phase lock loop accuracy. All right. And so I adjusted the, I didn't touch the coarse, and the fine, I moved it from, let's see, fine used to be 160, and I've moved it down to 94. You turn it a lot to make any changes, but anyway, let me show you what it does. As you turn it, it affects the number over here. So let me turn it to, see, it's at 94. You can see now it's a little bit high. That's actually 102. I go back down to 94 and it's nice and zeroed again. So anyway, you can dial that in perfectly. So let me put in a frequency. Let me type in 1.2345678 gigahertz. 1.2345678 sort of, yeah, a little bit of jumping around, but pretty darn close. Let's see if I can put in some averaging here. I don't know how to do it. I don't use this very often. That is the problem. Let's go fewer digits here, just for fun. Yeah. So I think it's pretty darn close. Nice machine. Yep, here we are. And I still have 3 digits left. That's craziness. Yeah, that is craziness. Anyway, let's see. I can demo some other things. Yeah, let's do that. Let me go back to frequency of 1 gigahertz. No. Let's do 500 megahertz. Yeah, 500 megahertz, and I can use a machine over here. I'll turn it on. All right, we will send the signal into this machine, and it should say 500, and it does. It says 500, so that's good. And we can take a look at the spectrum. This kind of has a cheesy spectrum analyzer in it, but it does work. There we go. And you can see it's got some wigglies. Oh, that's why the frequency wasn't quite set over there. Yeah, let's go here to 500 megahertz center frequency. We'll do a span of 0.05. And it has some AM modulation on it. That's what the trick is. Let's go to AM modulation. It's set to 1 kilohertz. Yeah, that's where we're seeing noise on the frequency counter. Let's see here. Let's go to rate. Let's go to 5 kilohertz. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see the sideband. So it does do AM modulation, which is very cool. And let's go here to 10 kilohertz, so it's spaced out. Now, this is a real good trick here. I can go to dual sign, and I can have one side at 10 kilohertz, and I can have the other one at 5 kilohertz. And there you go. We have the 10 kilohertz, and inside we have the 5 kilohertz. And the 5 kilohertz is currently at 38% modulation, and the other one's at 50% modulation, so it's a little bit down. So 50%. Now they should be the same. There you go. Now they're even. They're all 50% modulation now. So 5 kilohertz and 10 kilohertz. So yeah, so you can do two-tone on this, which is really, really fun. And that was over here. You go into AM modulation, and then you can set the, turn it on, you can set the depth, you can say it's internal source, 10 kilohertz, but then we can do the dual, and we can say we have a dual sine wave, and then we can set one at 10 kilohertz, one at 5 kilohertz, percent modulation 50-50, of 50%, 50%. And then it shows up here on which modulation you've got. You've got the dual sine. The other thing that we can do for fun, let's go ahead and turn off modulation. Modulation off, modulation on. Yeah, that works. So we can just turn it off here. AM, we'll just turn it off. So now it doesn't show up in here any longer. But we can turn on pulse. We haven't done the pulsar yet, okay? So we can go into pulse, and then we can turn the pulsar on. We can do pulse period. We can do, say, 1,000 microsecond, and a pulse width of 500 milliseconds. So that should go on, off, on, off. Let's see what it's doing. There we go. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So yeah, so the pulsar works great. So right now the machine does every single thing except for FM modulation. For some reason it doesn't do FM modulation. So I still need to dig into that, but it may have something to do with my 1 gigahertz problem. I don't know. But there's something not right about FM modulation. But other than that, everything works. Everything works great.